And we finally here, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, where's Swift?
Oh. There you go, fool man.
Bill.
Hey, who's trying to get the kill? The man, got a man.
The hell wrong with you, man?
Man.
I hate you so much.
Got him.
Or everything I love, do that bullshit again and you catching the fade.
Bro, did that one drinking this
If you know why I did that, you know. Okay.
Bitch.
But you didn't know.
All right.
You're never gonna.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are back with another installment of The Contract Kill. I am your host with the most, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, Sir Boogeth, the icon, the third, aka Hitman Boogie. And when you say Sir Boogeth, Sir Boogeth, the icon, the third, you got to say the whole thing. It's like Tribe Called Quest.
The pimp name slip back.
I was just about to say that shit.
I was told that.
My name
You know what I'm
is a
saying?
pimp named Slick.
Name slip back. Please say the
All right.
name for every
Yes,
time.
yes. Because I am pimping. Thank you. Thank you. Of course. You know I couldn't do this by myself. I have an illustrious crew with me real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the intros going. We're starting with my brother from another mother, from the M, I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I, make them all die. Mississippi Sip, Be Real, Brent, what's good, brother?
Yeah, how you feeling, my brother? How you
Highly
doing?
favored, man. Highly favored. And then, of course, we have.
Nah, I'm gonna pull the Chad. Hold up.
Not the Chad.
We have.
Damn, that mean your Wi-Fi bad?
Wow.
No,
We
that's
just
mom.
gonna talk about my. We just
That's
gonna y'all ain't
mom.
finna
That's
just talk
your
about my
spectrum
brother.
showing. That's
Y'all
my
just
mother.
not gonna talk about my brother like that, man.
Nah.
Chad, we got a thing
Nah,
called chat
y'all be the
reception.
same one. Y'all
He
be the
is
same ones talking
terrible.
about, oh, that's that chat reception. Don't do me like that.
Listen. We
He
can
do.
do that.
He got bad
We can
reception.
do that.
He does. He's very good.
It's just a running joke. You know what I'm saying? It's a running joke. That's all. But, of course, my second guest for tonight's festivities, coming all the way from, Nevada. I'm not gonna say the raw direct location because people be out here with it.
Man, she in Death Valley, bro.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
The resident encyclopedia, lovers of all things fucked up and funny.
Gang.
You know what I'm saying? A fellow Charlotte Flair hater. You know what I'm saying? The one and only Rose. What's going on?
What's good, y'all? And I'm mad you really read me for filth in 30 seconds, but I got you when this camera go off.
All right. Last but certainly not least, the thorn in my side, the pain in my ass. She make my ass itch every day. I swear for the Lord.
That would be a good itch.
My best friend, your best friend, this goofy goober,
and Tashi Rose baby mommy,
and Fat Gun's baby mama for some reason. Ladies and gentlemen,
for some reason, I have a list. I have a list.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you,
that.
Squidward?
I like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? Yeah, you do. You like them 8-foot Krabby Patties. All right.
8 and 7 foot, both forms.
Anywho, ladies and gentlemen,
10 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Keta. Golly, you ain't right.
I'm not
sorry.
I'm not.
You ain't right.
Sorry. Not sorry.
We just started this thing. Why are you acting
Not
like
even
this?
10 minutes.
Not even 10 minutes. We ain't even 2 minutes. We ain't even 5 minutes in here.
Guess what? Guess what? You'll still have me back, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I love.
Welcome, Purple Storm. Welcome.
No, it's not.
All right.
I mean, it sound good.
Wait, is that you, Rose?
What? Oh, with the generic jazz music?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my mom was playing music loud in the back.
It's cool. It's cool.
So I just
She pulled a glitch.
wow, you won't leave me
Damn.
alone.
Damn. That's fucked up.
This is shit glitch be doing.
All right. So tonight's subject, as you can see in the title, is psychological horror. Now we're going to run down the list of psycho horror. So how we're going to break this down is we're going to break it down into 3 sections. Now we're going to start with the psychological horror movies, move on to psychological horror. There goes Rose.
Okay.
Psychological horror books, and then we're going to move on to psychological horror anime. Now, question is, what is your favorite psychological horror movie?
Brent, go first.
No, Kelly go for a lady first. I'm a gentleman.
No, because mine is long.
I got time.
Go first. We got time. Let's go.
We got
Bring
time.
it. Bring it. Bring
So,
it on.
Mine is, it's 3.
Ooh.
So mine is an old one,
Mm-hmm.
a foreign one, and an underrated American one.
Do tell.
You know, I'm an extra bitch. But the old one is Hide and Seek with De Niro and Dakota Fanning.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Okay.
That was a good one. That had me scared of my sperm donor at a young age for a long time.
Man.
Because I was like, that man is going to kill me. He going to, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
My foreign one is The Audition. Listen, if you've seen it, you know why. But if you haven't, it is not for the faint of heart.
I definitely will agree.
It is not. It is
disclaimer before watching the movie. Disclaimer. It can be very triggering. Yeah. Disclaimer before watching Audition.
It is very triggering, but it is wonderfully done. And an underrated one, I'll pull this because it's Black History Month, Antebellum.
Really?
Antebellum with Janelle Monáe.
I like. Okay.
Listen, if you see
I feel it.
All Black people go watch that movie.
Okay. I feel that one.
You need to go watch that movie.
Yeah.
Because the way it time jumps and then it all just it's like this and then a branch here and then a branch here and then a branch here and then it just becomes one.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm just like, oh bitch.
Definitely.
Oh you bitch. You ain't had to do this. Like it was baffling.
Yeah. I definitely agree though.
Sorry, I was just spattering in my face.
No, you're good.
Killed it.
Good job.
I killed the man with this thumb. Sorry.
Not the Ratatouille shit.
It's my
You must have watched that movie recently.
Not the Ratatouille.
It's my comfort movie. Shut up.
It's cool.
Oh, hey, we all
No
about
judgment
comfort
here. No judgment here.
Come on.
No judgment here.
Look at this mini man
Giving
right
you're
here. Come on.
ganging up on me.
We're not
We
ganging
ain't.
up on
And
you.
I don't appreciate it, especially with it being Black History Month. It's giving.
No,
Giving
you
coon.
good.
Don't you?
It's
I
giving.
like
coon.
fucking go.
Ratatouille. Now I'm hungry, but I like Ratatouille. Thanks
Right.
like it. Now I'm hungry.
So okay, I was actually, you know what, Kevin? Those are 3 excellent choices for movies.
I know.
All right. What about you, sir?
Me, I don't got really just one that I can think of recently that I've seen. It had to be either Get Out or Quiet Place. Like,
Now Now that's actually an interesting take because a lot of people wouldn't think The Quiet Place is psychological horror.
It definitely is.
No, I'm saying a lot of people don't think.
Like,
A lot of people don't think it is
about
that though. A lot of people don't think it is that.
They don't. They put it more in the definition of a creature feature.
Yeah.
Or a sci-fi like alien type thing.
Right.
But if you think about it, that's a lot of psychological shit going on in that movie.
It's definitely a psychological horror. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got a text message.
That's cool.
It was funny. God damn it, brain. Come on. Come back.
Quiet Place.
I like that it's Jim Halpert because I'm a giant anime fan.
Office.
Really back in.
Office fan. Office. The Office.
I'm a giant Office fan. I know everything there is to know about that fucking show. All 9 seasons. I love it. And then the fact that the younger girl in the movie is actually deaf, so they all actually had to learn sign language to be able to communicate with her.
Yeah.
Amazing. But yeah, that movie definitely is a psychological horror. I definitely would put that in the category.
Oh yeah.
Especially the second one.
Rose.
Yeah. My bad. I had to handle something.
No, it's okay. All right. It's cool. Definitely agree that A Quiet Place is psychological horror movie. Underrated as one.
Very much so. And it's actually a very well directed movie.
It is.
Yeah.
By the star of the movie.
And the funny thing about it, he can't really. No, I digress. We'll talk about it later.
No, go ahead, bro.
But the fact that it had such a small cast and it still did great.
Yeah.
It did better than a normal big cat would do. Which is
that part.
I think it suffered from
handful of people under budget too.
It suffered from actor stigma, kind of like how you'll see one actor or actress known for this one specific role, so you can't see them in other things. Like how people only saw Robert Pattinson is Edward from Twilight, and now this man is the new Batman. When they saw John Krasinski, they only saw Jim. They only saw homie from Office.
The thing is, a lot of people didn't even know it was him until they saw the casting list.
Yeah.
Because he looks nothing like Jim Halpert.
Do y'all not read names of actors?
But that's
a lot of people don't.
That's the thing I'm saying. Nobody knew it. Like watching the movie, nobody knew it was him. Like my birth mom, she literally was like, "Oh, I love this movie. It's great." Da 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 da. And then I was like, "Yeah." And then I came out. I was like, "What you watching?" She was like, "Oh, A Quiet Place." I was like, "Oh, Jim." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "That's Jim from The Office." She was like, "No, it's not." I was like, "Yeah, it is. He just grew his face."
It's John Krasinski.
He grew his facial hair out. I was like, "Oh shit!" And he got his own wife in here. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then she hated the movie.
Wow.
But I would just like to
say because it had The Office in it. Honestly, now thinking about it, she probably just hated it because I love The Office so much. That's
a lot of things people don't touch on in A Quiet Place is that you gotta, like, people don't understand. Like, they understand like the family has adapted or is adapting to not making so much noise and etc. But people don't think about it on a deeper level. Do you know how much noise and how much shit affects us with sounds and everything? And so to completely living this noisy, active life to isolated, and even a drop of water can get you murked. Like, people don't understand that. Not to mention that poor little girl, like the daughter, she was indirectly responsible for her brother getting hurt or her brother dying. She had to see her mom go through pain. Like, somebody help them kids.
Yo, not just that, but homie was pregnant.
Like, she wasn't even a couple of weeks. She was some months.
Like, it was like, this won't happen. And the fact, the pregnant, like, the delivery scene was amazing. Because the fact that they had all of that ready for when she gave birth.
Basically.
Homie said, I'm gonna light these on fire real quick. Do what you have to do.
We're gonna throw off fireworks and revert noise.
Yep.
I was like, yo, that's smart as shit. What the fuck?
I mean, they had to adapt.
That part, like, you really had to adapt for that. And they did it really well.
It's a survival psychological movie, basically.
And get you thinking, like, how all y'all just stay to get you thinking in a whole nother sense of survival, just in case.
Now, I don't know if this was me, but between the people in the first and in the second movie, I don't know if y'all peeped it, but notice the hairstyles of the casts, even of the extras. Notice how none of them had anything in their hair or had a hairstyle that would get off any noise. Nobody had braids, nobody had beads. They all either had the straight hair or they always had their hair tied up or short.
Right. Definitely. But moving on, because we can talk about A Quiet Place all day. Rose, your favorite psychological horror movie?
What has been said other than A Quiet Place, or was that the first one?
No, A Quiet Place, Audition. What else did you say?
Hide and Seek and Antebellum.
Antebellum.
I also said Get Out too.
And he said, and Brent said Get Out as well.
Ooh, Antebellum.
Antebellum was good. I said that was my underrated one for America.
I would say I have two options. The first one is the more well-known, and the second one is well-known, but it's yet it's underrated at the same time. The first one would have to be The Shining, directed by Stanley Kubrick, which was an adaptation of Stephen King's book. Because not only are you seeing the characters go through this and seeing it happen, but unfortunately, you saw it happen with Shelley Duvall. Like, that woman genuinely got so traumatized off of playing that specific part that it changed her life forever, and it messed her up in a super bad way.
It really did.
That part.
The story behind that movie is fucked up.
Like, the story behind the making of that movie is absolutely bad.
It's fucked up.
Because the fact that if you watch it knowing that information, you see it.
Yeah. That woman was
by the end,
scared.
you see she's completely destroyed.
She's gone.
Yeah, because as a kid, I was like, damn, she a good actress. But then I got older and read into it. I was like, oh, damn, you poor lady.
And that movie just proved how much of a fucking insane method actor Jack Nicholson is.
Yo, listen.
Jack Nicholson, no. I feel like
him and Robert De Niro, I do not play with.
Yeah, especially Robert De Niro.
Because everybody's like, oh, Robert De Niro's Meet the Parents, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, have you seen Cape Fear?
Have you seen Taxi?
It was different.
Again, unfortunately.
Homie was literally a dad and was crazy and tried to kill his fucking kid.
Yeah.
That's literally... Again, unfortunately, Robert De Niro suffers from the one role actor thing. People only see Robert De Niro as Meet the Parents, but in actuality, he has a really well spread out caliber across multiple genres.
Listen, everybody was like, "Oh, Robert De Niro likes black women," and I'm like, "Yeah, I ain't realized that."
Yeah, you never know.
That man wasn't
never catch it. Homie be looking at black women like,
how you doing?
You look kind of fit today. How you doing?
Right.
Robert De Niro be in his house like, yo, black women be black women.
Oh snap! We're live.
Black women. Listen,
ladies and gentlemen, we are live on airtime. I just want to point that out.
Oh wow!
Oh god!
Wait, the group. Are they casting?
Yeah, they're watching. They're watching us on airtime. I shared it. In the real-time chat, and they're watching it right now. What's going on?
I'm on two screens.
Hi, buddy.
Hi, everybody.
Y'all can't see me because my camera off.
I
just stay off.
I just like Keta. I have 3 movies. One being the pre-mentioned Audition. Once again, once again, please, disclaimer.
That movie is not for the weak.
Watching that movie.
Audition is not for the weak. And as somebody who has seen a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Rose is a very desensitized person. It made Rose cringe.
Yeah.
Because Boogie was talking about it and Curiosity got the best.
Boogie,
I wish I had a time machine.
Highly desensitized person.
Yeah.
Boogie was like, yo.
And this is like, this movie really somewhat caused my further desensitization,
Oh, very much.
So, I do agree with Jay Stowe, though. Robert De Niro is always pictured as a gangster.
Yes, the Godfather.
As a mobster, you know what I'm saying? The Godfather, Goodfellas, Casino, things like that.
Yeah.
Which we will talk about in a later episode of Contract Kill. But, the second movie for me is definitely It. The original.
Don't get me started on those.
How do you think about that?
Stephen King's It, the original.
Oh, I thought about this.
The original definitely was, to me, more scary because that's what an actual clown looks like.
Mm-hmm. That's what I say. People think,
but then later in life I became a juggalo, so that's funny. And the third one. The third one I will have to say is the original Candyman.
Ooh.
Because the original Candyman is just like Quiet Place. A lot of people don't think of it as a psychological horror. It's not a slasher. The original is the original. They think it is not a slasher. The original is not a slasher. The original is straight up psychological horror. If you look at everything that he does in that movie, it is basically to break that bitch down to where nobody believes what the fuck is going on. And
he drove her crazy.
He drove her crazy. The other unfortunate two movies, that's more slash. You know what I'm saying? This is more psychological horror because it fucks with her head.
Okay, so would you qualify last year's version of a Candyman a psychological?
Oh yes.
Yes. Last year's Candyman did what it kind of did what Halloween did, but not like in the same sense. Like it went back to the origins and it went back to OG Candyman and back to Cabrini Greens and also expanded on the story and all the things that had happened in real life since his story being told.
Wait, Boogie, can I say something?
What's up?
Can I tell it?
Tell what? Yes, you can tell.
My friend used to live in Cabrini Green.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, you used to live with?
Yeah.
Used to be roommates with Candyman, bro.
Hey man, it is what it is. I still got people that live there.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? The houses that they were the row houses that they were at, those are people still live there. But they were at the section that's like mostly boarded off. But you still have people that live in that area. But yes, to answer your question, I do agree. I do think that this reboot of Candyman was a psychological horror. If you really, it's one of the best out there. It's one of the best representations out there of how you can make what looks like a slasher psychological horror. Because if you're not a true horror fan, you're going to think, oh, this is just another slasher film until you look deeper into what is actually going on. It fucks with your head. And anything that fucks with your head, psychological horror.
So with that being said, because I know Michael Myers is considered a slasher in the most traditional sense, but would the new not Halloween Kills, but the one before that, so the regular Halloween, the reboot, would that loosely be a psychological horror due to the toll that it has taken on Laurie and then everyone in her life, including the town?
I would think so.
I would say
I would
because
in theory, yes.
When you describe it like that, yes.
Because in the
that's
movie,
technically what it does.
No, it doesn't. No, what I'm saying. Let me out. So with the Halloween that came out a couple years ago, yes, you can categorize it as a psychological horror. To me, it is a mixture, a perfect mixture of both.
Yes,
a psychological horror and a slasher.
Yes.
Oh,
it's the perfect mixture of both. So it can be categorized as both, but due to the fact that it's Halloween, it's going to be categorized as a slasher.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a slasher.
Wholeheartedly, that 2018 one, and you could even say now loosely would be the 2007 Rob Zombie remake. Loosely,
that is a fucking psychological horror if I've ever seen one.
It got Rob Zombie name attached to it. You know something not right.
Because now, the thing is, so many people hate it. So many people hate it. And I'm like, but it mastered it perfectly. It literally told, because so many people had questions with the 1978 original, and they're like, yo, well, why is he like this? What? It literally explained the bullying, the life he had at home, all of it, which is what broke him.
I just got a question.
He was still showing this man was killing animals. He was killing little rats in his bathroom.
Yeah. But I just have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did Michael Myers get that goddamn big?
Fuck all that. I want to know why Junie from fuck all that. I want to know why Junie from Spy Kids thought it was cool to bully Michael Myers in the bathroom.
Listen,
that shit was funny. Not gonna lie. Okay, so I'm gonna play.
What's funny is when he beat him with
I am going to play devil's advocate here.
Oh Lord.
For the Rob Zombie film. As much as I love it, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. When watching that and thinking back to the original, we always love, as a horror fan, I love the mystery. I love the mystique of not knowing why the fuck Michael Myers just said, fuck it, I'm gonna kill everything I see in my motherfucking path. And I'm not gonna stop until somebody fucking kills me. And apparently
that's if they can do that.
Right.
Michael really said, I'm a bad bitch. You
honestly,
can't kill me.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, like, I know this hasn't been done, but I believe that Michael Myers probably has the highest IQ of any killer I've seen.
Yo, the fact that this man was in jail for so fucking long and can drive a goddamn car.
I would say yeah,
easily.
But some people, I would say yeah, but some people might argue. Some people might argue Hannibal because of how methodical he is. But in a traditional sense, I would say yes, most definitely.
Michael Myers.
This man was locked up, learned how to drive. This man learned how to drive, first of all, we got to forget, Michael ain't had no home to go back to in Haddonfield. He had people who was actually claiming him that could stand him, not die. This man had to learn how to adapt on his damn own. This man had to learn. This man had to learn how to fix shit. This man had to learn how to drive. Michael was in that bit playing it. Lori thinks she was playing it for Michael. Nah, Michael was playing it for her ass.
Right, because he literally fit into the surrounding after being locked up for God knows how long.
Right, for like 30 years. And for me, it's 40, 30, whatever. But yeah, long ass time.
Right, it's been years, decades.
But yeah.
I'll stab both of y'all.
But no, we agree. We agree with you. That's what I'm saying. It's a long ass time, 40 years. But for me, it's just the mystique of it all. That's why so many people did not like the Rob Zombie film, because they actually showed what could have been, because this wasn't a direct adaptation for the original Halloween. It was an interpretation.
Now,
so it showed what could have been his childhood.
Mm-hmm. Now, before I get to the well-known but lesser well-known choice on my list, because we're talking about more well-known ones now, Nightmare on Elm Street. Technically, yes. If you look at it, by all means, slasher. It's Freddy Krueger. He kill you in your dreams, etc. But if we take into account his origin story and all the things the creators have confirmed over the years, again, he could loosely fit into that category of being a psychological horror that's also a slasher.
On top of that, he plays with your sleep.
Word.
Which is
this man is literally altering your sense of reality.
That shit is
was fucking with your subconscious, which is fucking with your mental, which
that fucks with your psyche. Sleep fucks with your psyche. If you don't sleep for like, I think what it is, 6 days in a row, you start to see shit.
Yeah,
you start to hallucinate.
You start
to hallucinate hard as
I
hell.
saw this one girl on TikTok who said she stayed up for a week and lost her shit.
Depending on the person, it can be like 3 days. True. Real talk. And I know from experience.
That sleep.
It can be 3 days. That sleep be, bruh.
So to the horror fans in both chats and or platforms, before y'all kill me for this, how do I put this? The Nightmare on Elm Street reboot was not bad in the terms of what they tried to do. It's just that because they did not get OG Freddy, it did not get as much as critical acclaim. Because it went back to Freddy's scary horror roots. It incorporated actual things that happen because of sleep deprivation and sleep disorders. And unlike the first one, the kids weren't that stupid. It didn't take toward the end of the movie to figure out that should happen to their friend in the diner. And homie was like, bet.
Okay. So let me all right. So let me rebuttal real quick. I totally respect your opinion. But the writing, the plot of that movie, the acting was absolutely terrible.
The acting was absolutely
the plot of the movie was absolutely terrible.
The way Freddy looked.
The only reason they did that is because they couldn't get Robert Englund.
So here's the thing. But here's the fucked up part about this whole thing that you just said. The person they got to play Freddy, who also plays Rorschach and Watchmen, was the original person they wanted to play Freddy back in the day before they got Robert Englund.
How do you find?
Well, why?
He was supposed to be the original.
He was supposed to be the original Freddy, but turned it down and then said, "Hey, Robert, why don't you try and put out this role because they're actually friends in real life."
Look,
I believe Robert Englund was supposed to do the remake, but let him do it.
Yeah.
Robert Englund was supposed to do the remake.
And
they let him do it because he missed that chance.
Rose.
I can understand what they tried to do, though.
I just want to let you know somebody said they come for your kneecaps.
But also,
and
the thing most people hated about Nightmare on Elm Street wasn't all of that. It was the fact that it was the children lied.
Okay, here's my thing. In the reboot, yeah. Listen, no, in the reboot, yeah. Here's my thing about the reboot. You could have had the exact same story, just change it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. What I mean is, you can make Freddy out to be this, what he was in the movie. I refuse to say that word, but you can make him out to be what he was in the movie. And you could still add the element of him being a child killer in that. And it changes the whole dynamic of the movie. Now it's justified.
Look at William Afton.
Wow.
Wait, I've been hold up. Wow. No, wait. Not Five Nights at Freddy. Don't do that.
Not a Five Nights at Freddy reference. Yeah. Hi, my name is Mark McGuire.
You wasn't touching kids. He was just like, I'm gonna murk this little motherfucker.
Exactly.
But here's the thing, though. And here's the thing that a lot of people don't like, despite the fact that it's been canon for years, but it was always implied that Freddy Krueger was that word, but because of the century, aka the times it was in, the directors couldn't explicitly state it because they knew the movie would get a whole bunch of BS. The directors have come out and said that he's a confirmed that word. It was just always had to be implied due to the time it got released.
It was true,
yeah, definitely. But I mean, it does go around that aspect of the psychological horror, especially Five Nights at Freddy's, especially Nightmare on Elm Street. It definitely goes in that category.
Oh yeah, it definitely could.
So it definitely fits the narrative of what we're talking. Yeah, hashtag poor boogie. If you know, you know. But moving along here.
Damn it, Tyler.
Yeah, hashtag damn it, Tyler. Moving on here. Right along with our program. So for your psychological horror movies, do you sympathize with the main character in the movie in any way?
I would say, because I have two options. That second option, absolutely not. But that first option, yes. Because the first one is The Shining. To an extent, you feel bad for Jack. But then as he becomes more unhinged, you're like, yeah, nah, fuck him. But the second one is not justified because the second one is Hostel.
Wow.
And there is no justifying what they did in Hostel.
No, there's no justifying that. To your point, I honestly would sympathize with Jack. Not further along, because you said as you further go along, you do sympathize with him at first, but as you go along, you don't. The more he comes unhinged. Why is that?
Yeah.
Because why sympathize with him at first if you're going to leave him, if you're going to say, fuck him later on?
Because the thing is, in the beginning, I didn't really sympathize with him because, yes, he was a recovering alcoholic. He was still an asshole. He was very much still an asshole. I didn't sympathize with him until the end when he went crazy. Because it wasn't his fault. It's the shit of the hotel.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I mean more. Like, because the reason why.
So so there's an excellent question in the comments. From Purple Storm. When I say sympathizing with the main character, I mean the actual main character, not the killer. Well, if the killer is the main character,
what do you sympathize?
If the killer is the main character of that movie, then do you sympathize with the killer?
But see, the thing is, there are some movies where you can sympathize with the killer.
Right.
Like I sympathize. I completely sympathize with Candyman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
No, or I completely sympathize with
Octavia Spencer from Mom. Completely.
Yeah.
And for those who've seen the movie, I'm going to say this. I sympathize with the main character from Audition. If you really break it down.
Yes. As fucked up as that movie was.
I totally sympathize with her. Where her actions, where she, like, I mean, did what she did. I don't like it, but I sympathize with her feelings.
The acupuncture?
No, the fucking the dog feeding.
What the dog doing?
The dog feeding. That was what did it for me.
I don't know how nobody.
You good?
I would say
kind of froze.
A lot of Asian horror movies in general.
Oh, Japanese horror, fucking excellent.
No, Asian horror in general. That's just a category called built different.
Yeah. Japanese horror is totally different.
Because
they don't give a fuck.
Listen, I thought I was hard as a kid because I was just getting into horror. I thought I could watch Ju-On by myself.
You watched Ju-On by yourself?
F in the chat for Baby Rose because Lord, I was.
Kelly got that chat reception.
Good time.
Boom.
Big time.
Yeah, she got the worst chat reception ever.
Yeah.
Not the work. Yeah,
hey,
you low key having that chat reception right now, kinda.
Spectrum, man.
Damn, not the Spectrum.
Yeah, we got the Kelly reception now.
Yeah, Ringu, and Ju-On. You know what I'm saying? Those are you're better. All right, stop flipping me.
Somewhat.
Japanese horror is just different.
Mm.
like this comment from Jay Stowe's World, they are totally built different. They are built different.
Like it goes horror, it goes psychological horror slashers, and then over in the far off corner, you just have Asian horror under the category built
Here's
different.
the thing, and I love our slashers. I love what we do over here, but foreign horror films take it way farther than we ever could.
I think the only horror film, actually, no, I don't even think this was US. I'd have to look it up.
I don't honestly, wait, Hostel's not even US. Hostel is like German, I think.
Like,
oh,
yeah, Hostel's not even
Hostel's
US.
not foreign. The Hostel's a foreign actual horror. It's a foreign horror film.
But what's crazy is it's
Hmm?
Yeah, you can. It's I think it's German or Russian in some way, and you can tell by some of the casting in it.
Yeah, they take it to a whole new level. Because
no, it's American. They just had because it's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, that's why it's so fucked up.
Yeah. But they just had German Russian women in it.
That ultimate fucked up.
It was filmed in the Czech Republic in Germany.
Yeah,
Quentin Tarantino just had
it was just filmed in a different place. Okay. Oh yeah, he had to film it somewhere else.
Yeah, he had to. That is another type of fuck it.
yeah, that is definitely that is definitely one of those movies that make you go, You know what? Actually, I can't believe nobody mentioned this movie.
What?
Martyrs?
Saw.
I was thinking about that earlier.
Damn.
I was thinking about that.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel
like borderline though. Like,
but honestly, if I'm going to mention Saw, I'm only mentioning the first one.
Yeah, the real.
No, you gotta mention the second one too. The second one too.
Maybe the second one.
Okay. After the first two, anything 3 and down is debatable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
that was debatable.
The first two.
The Book of Saw was actually.
Book of Saw is actually I would.
You want to play games, motherfucker?
No. What's the new one that came out?
Spiral.
Book of Saw.
Spiral is definitely psychological horror.
Oh yeah, Spiral was definitely.
I think. The first two psychological horror. The rest of were basically run-of-the-mill slasher films. Torture porn, basically. It was all about the traps.
What's crazy is
what new fucking traps can we do?
Wasn't Saw one of the movies that created the category, or is credited as creating the category of torture porn?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Damn, we can't even claim that.
I don't think it
created it, but I do
mainstreamed
think it. Yeah, it made it
mainstream. It mainstream.
I said Martyrs, but Martyrs ain't even filmed in the US. Martyrs is filmed in Canada.
But
foreign film.
But you can find a common denominator in movies like this, because another one that people don't really talk about is Malignant that just came out recently. Well, not recently.
No, because I saw Malignant.
Malignant took a disease and made it scary.
So I'm gonna bring up another one that is.
No, it took like cancer and made it scary.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring up another one that in my opinion is psychological horror. but also can be a spiritual, supernatural horror film.
Mm-hmm.
Spell.
Oh, listen. Yo, wait a minute. No.
What movie did you just say?
Spell.
It
came out in 2020. It has Omari Hardwick in it, and it has
Loretta Devine.
Did you say? I will never look at her the fucking same again.
Listen, I need. Can I rant right quick?
By all means,
the stage forward.
The floor is yours. While you doing that, I'm gonna go get some water.
All right, bet. So I'm gonna say this, and I mean this shit with my whole fucking heart. These women in these movies, the fact that we grew up loving these women, they were our mothers and our grandmothers in our heads, and the fact that they flipped a freaking switch, turned around, and then became these psychotic, crazy ass fucking killers is baffling to me. Like, everybody sees Loretta Devine and you think Waiting to Exhale, Gloria, you think freaking damn, Kingdom Come, Death at a Funeral type shit, and the fact that this woman flipped her whole freaking switch and was like, nah, you know what I'm gonna do? Voodoo priestess. Boom. And then did it well. She did it well. She did it amazingly. So amazingly, I don't trust this woman no more.
Honestly, to be real, I feel the same way about Phylicia Rashad.
From A Fall from Grace? Oh yeah, no. Listen, I don't like Tyler Perry films. I don't like Tyler Perry films.
Because that right there was a fucking twist for that ass. That was a twist for that ass.
And I'm like, we doing this with Phylicia Rashad now?
Okay. Hold on. Now, Jay still just hit me with one that we haven't talked about.
What?
Mm-hmm.
It's also can be considered paranormal. House on Haunted Hill.
Fuck no. Nope. I ain't touching that. That shit scared the fuck out.
House on Haunted Hill. Now, I will say this. I have, as a horror film fan, I have seen. What are you doing? As a horror film fan, I have seen the original, and I have seen the 1999 version.
Ooh, hot.
I love both of them, and they are one of the best psychological horror films I've ever seen in my life. They will fuck with your head.
Oh, very much.
They will definitely. The 1990s one was really fucking 90s. I will say that. It was just fucking 90s. Funniest thing for me from that movie is that fucking Captain Barbosa was in the movie. That shit was hilarious.
I love Barbosa.
Remember how we was talking about how like you'll see like this one actor or actress known for playing like the sweet or caring role, like Loretta Devine in the sweet caring role, but then you see her in some shit, and then you just like, damn, what the fuck? I know this isn't a psychological horror, but this pertains to the aspect of seeing them in one role and then seeing them something completely opposite. I don't know if y'all have seen Black Lightning, the TV series, but the fact that y'all turned Jill Scott into an intimidating drug lord that had that city in her palm, I was like, Jill, wait,
I can do it. I can,
because they really could have did something with her character, and they let her die.
Right.
No,
I can hit you.
No, her character doesn't die. They just couldn't find a way to conclusively do something with it. But she played the fuck out of that role, and I can hit you.
I can hit you with another actress that played the fuck out of a fucking role that made me look at her different. But then she played other roles and like, oh, that's Mom's.
Kathy Bates.
Yep.
Yeah. Listen. Wait, I got you one better. Lynn Whitfield.
Okay. Now, hear me out.
Scary Angela.
Hear me out. Now I know this does not qualify as a psychological horror film because technically nobody gets killed and technically it's not a horror film. However, a thin line between love and hate.
Love and hate. Listen.
God damn it. It's pushing close.
I would just like to say,
it's
for me, a psychological horror film doesn't necessarily have to have a kill in it because not every horror film has to be known for a kill.
Well, then I'm throwing the line between love and hate. Because God damn.
That motherfucker there. Oh, if we doing that, Jessica Lange and Hush.
Yo.
This ain't even a thin line. I just feel like nobody talks about this movie often enough. Fucking Gothica with Halle Berry.
No,
are we forgetting that is a movie where I feel bad for the main character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is something I felt bad for the main character.
I'm gonna say this. That was one of the films that it took me probably twice to finish. Like the first time I watched it, I was like, "What the type of fuck? Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna put this to the side."
You had that option. I went over to my auntie house and she sat all of us in front of the TV and we started watching scary movies.
Yeah, that's how we always did at my granddad's house.
That is why I did not sleep that night.
But another one that that was brought up, Shutter Island.
Ooh,
yo, Shutter Island was good.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like, well,
shout out to Jay Stowe for that one.
Shutter
Island was good.
Does not get enough praise.
One that is very overrated.
Hold that thought though. Mm-hmm. This man can give out a lot of suggestions without being on the show. But go ahead.
That part, bring yourself up here, bro.
Right.
We got one. We got snacks.
Come on, you big ass cockatoo.
Not the
villain from Rio.
No, listen. Cause Jay did Rengoku. You saw it. When he first put the wig on, he looked like Nigel from fucking Rio.
He really did.
We were just making bird jokes the whole fucking time.
Listen, Jay, I don't know if you can hear me, homie, but you gotta use that audio from that one video where the cockatoo is just dancing in the pet store on top of the cage. Everybody else dancing with him.
You know he ain't gonna do it.
He might do it.
He might do it.
Knowing Jay?
Because he said he was gonna do the I think he said he was gonna do the Rio audio.
Yeah.
He was gonna do a Rio audio of that bird.
Right. Now let's move on a little bit. We're gonna stop. We're gonna move on from the realm of movies. We can come back to it at the end. But psychological horror books. Now, for those who actually read, what are some of your favorite psychological horror books that you read?
I can go get them.
Jesus Christ.
Go get
I
it.
can't think of any.
Go get it.
Go get them.
Oh, please.
Well, while she gets her books, the psychological horror books that I read, to me, the one that really stands out is probably The Shining. Either that or Christine. I'm a huge fan of Stephen King's books. Christine definitely to me is a psychological horror film. Like I love it. I love that. I love the book. I love the book. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, joining us all the way.
Why Jay look like you about to ask California. You got bingo on your phone?
Oh my God!
Joining us all the way from San Diego, California, by the way of New York, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the man with the Ric Flair drip, The Drip Kage. Jay stole the tiger, ladies and gentlemen.
That just made me uncomfortable. All
What?
right, cool beings.
What? What's up?
I'll tell you about it after this.
You know what? First of all, shout out to Airtime. Hi, SJ.
Hey, SJ.
Hey, SJ.
Hey, boss. How you doing? Are they watching us?
Hey,
are they watching us right now? Are y'all watching us right now?
Hi,
SJ.
I'm Paul.
I used the name that you gave me.
I'm Paul.
Ain't that the little monkey at the end of the Jimmy Neutron credits?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Okay, can we keep going with the conversation so I can distract?
Oh my
Oh,
god!
I'm so using that Saturday.
Starting to have.
Listen, I don't appreciate being called out like this. Look, I was just helping in the background, but I'm so glad you said Shutter Island because I was gonna come after you. I was like, dang, you didn't really say Shutter Island?
Like everybody named Shutter Island.
Listen, psychological. Okay.
Wow.
Here's I have one that was a little bit at first, but then it turned into your classic monster movie. Was Werewolf in London.
Jay, you sound kind of muffled. Get your finger off your.
Exactly.
You hear me?
Yeah.
That's better.
I said, so psychological horror in the beginning was Werewolf in London. In the beginning. Before it start until you start seeing
I was gonna say Suspiria, but
Ooh,
Suspiria, definitely.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait, one that's newer, and it's kind of like it's an indie horror movie, psychological. So you got Midsommar.
Let's throw Hereditary in there too.
That part, Hereditary, of course.
Oh, no.
Saint Maud.
No. You just unlocked core memory. Fuck that. We're talking about Hereditary, right? Fuck now. That movie was fucked up and it was a masterpiece at the same time.
That part.
First,
like the acting in that movie was out freaking standing.
Here's the thing though, I'm not going to lie to you. The only reason I was interested in watching Hereditary was because the guy that plays Charlie's brother is Alex Wolff, and he's the little brother of Nat Wolff from Naked Brothers Band. Wow. That used to come on Nickelodeon. That's the only reason I watched it. But then I saw what he did and what he went through to beat. Damn.
Like, real talk, he was literally method acting.
He had to go to therapy after that.
He had to go to therapy after the movie. Like what Purple Storm said, it was disgustingly amazing. But you were saying, Jay? I'm sorry.
Huh?
You were saying?
Oh, no, somebody else was saying something.
Oh, who's
I don't know.
Oh, Keta was saying something, but she's going right now. So
okay, I got one. I just thought of it.
What's up?
So, hate or love it, Sinister.
The first one was good. The second one was unnecessary.
I haven't seen that one.
All right. Okay. I can see where you're coming from with it. I can definitely see where you're coming from. It can be considered psychological horror, but the second one just was totally
the first one good, the second one trash.
It was totally unnecessary.
I have one.
What's up?
This is more on the underrated side, but a few people know. Oculus.
Okay.
That shit was wild.
I could definitely see Oculus. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see Oculus.
Because you out here thinking one thing, you out here thinking this bitch crazy, and then all of a sudden you like, wait, hold up. But
hold up, fam.
Huh?
Hold up, fam. What?
Wait.
What's going on?
But didn't I put the hey yo?
No, I definitely agree.
So this is, I don't know if y'all already said it. I'm gonna say it because I feel some type of way because this is Black History Month and y'all didn't mention Jordan Peele.
We say Get Out.
We say Get Out.
We say Get Out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
did you say
and us. And us. And us.
And us. Okay.
Yeah.
We said Get Out and us. Like, I mean, those are two horror movies that will go down in history. Especially Get Out.
You know what would met that a movie that messed your head up that wasn't a horror movie, and I remember watching it as a kid. Return to Oz.
Just Wizard of Oz in general.
No. Return of Oz hits different. If you've seen it.
What were we talking about?
It's not technically a horror movie, but it's called Return of Oz.
Return of Oz.
That shit was weird.
The Wizard of Oz
mess you up.
Nah, the Wizard of Oz wasn't that bad.
Right.
Like the Wizard of Oz is just a really bad like LSD trip if you want to keep it bad.
Yeah.
So Alice in Wonderland.
Okay. If you know,
that's a really bad acid trip.
So I'm probably gonna get flack for this outside the show. But if you know, you know. But Identity.
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, yes, I agree. Because I'm gonna say it. It sheds a light on multiple personality disorder. Just saying.
Bitch, you said Split, didn't you?
No. Identity.
No,
Identity was done.
We will never count Split.
So listen. Identity came out way before Split.
Way before.
That part.
You still getting roasted for this. I just thought you said Split based on context clues.
No.
We ain't
this
Split.
I will say this. What this explained DID a lot better than Split.
That part.
It did it justice. Not just fucked it all up.
What's kind of fucked up though is James McAvoy is actually a damn good actor, and they casted him for that role.
But honestly, but hold on, that's not bad because it shows how much range this man has.
Okay, but at the same time, it's at the expense of a community that already gets demonized.
That part, like the whole thing was shit until the rapid switching.
Yeah.
The rapid switching was like, okay.
All right, now you're getting a little bit too
they're going too far with it.
Yeah, you went a little too far with it, but how you could switch with your like how each altar was supposed to be.
So with that, I actually heard somebody else that had their take on that, and I don't necessarily agree, but it did make me think. And he was saying that absolutely that people who have DID should be offended with that. They said, but he was saying his perspective is of that was that this is basically a superhero movie. So basically what it was happening was this person who had DID, his whatever, I don't know, I forgot what it was for them, but some kind of the mutant gene type thing, but they didn't really say it was mutant gene, just like amplified it, something like that.
Oh, so you're talking about that creature called the Beast at the end? That's supposed to be a combination of all of them.
But yeah, but whatever the gene that they came up with in that movie, it like basically amplified it.
It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. What the fuck do you expect?
It don't make sense, Kat. It's an M. Night movie. It's okay.
It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
No, so I'm trying to understand why they reached so hard.
Yeah. No, he tried to pull an X-Men. That's what he tried to do.
Oh hell no!
His movies aren't good. His movies aren't good unless Bruce Willis is in them. So it doesn't matter.
Thanks.
Okay, one that I'm very surprised nobody mentioned, but I don't think everybody saw it. A Cure for Wellness.
Oh, what?
I've actually seen it. I've actually seen that, and it's a good one that nobody talks about.
I think I've only seen that once.
It's very interesting. You
I'm
really
finna
have
mention
to
this movie.
pay attention and sit and watch that movie
I can't believe I'm finna mention this.
at least twice to fully understand.
Boogie, before you say it, is what you about to say about to get you jumped?
Possibly.
Yeah.
If you've seen the movie, it's definitely finna get me jumped.
Go for it.
Oh, okay.
Are you saying this is a good movie?
It's not necessarily a good movie, in my opinion, but it is a definite psychological horror film. That being Human Centipede.
He not wrong.
Okay, I'm not mad because the first one was really, really good. The second one was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was. The second one was very disgusting, but what they were trying to do is like, oh, here's this guy who's a fan of it. He wanted to try it.
That part. They tried to make like Annie Wilkes times 100.
Right. But no.
Which, I mean, if you do it by that was really good. The third one, no.
So okay, so I'm
just doing full on vasectomy while people awake.
I'm gonna do something real quick, and I'll take my lead because I know this is gonna mess with some people.
Oh,
but
oh hell,
some of the zombie movies could be classified as a psychological horror.
Yeah. I
agree.
Yeah, 10 times. I don't like zombie movies, but
some of them, some of them no. But
the only zombie movie I will watch is Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland.
So for me, I love zombie movies because I grew up playing Resident Evil. So for me, the only ones I would ones I consider psychological horror that deals with zombies would probably be 28 Days Later.
I would say 28 Days Later, and then that the OG of the OG, which is Night of the Living Dead. If you see
the original,
like OG, no remake.
Yeah, that can be
where that's the first black man in history to actually survive the whole fucking movie, not LL Cool J,
and not Ice Cube.
It's not either one of them. They're just the most fucking famous.
Anaconda is technically considered a horror movie.
Oh shit! Yeah, right.
It's a monster movie.
It's a monster movie.
But I'm very surprised that these two movies and I'm kind of offended by it.
What, Deep Blue Sea and what?
Black Swan.
Never seen it.
Oh.
And 1408.
Oh
wait! Why you hate 1408?
Wait!
No, I'm mad it wasn't mentioned. I'm mad it wasn't mentioned because those were really good.
Okay. The second one. Okay, 1408 is on the fence. It's on the fence for me.
It's good
because it's paranormal with the added psychological because he does go fucking nuts.
Wait.
That movie fucked me up as a kid. Not gonna lie.
I forgot like my favorite one. Fucking Unsane.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was insane. And the fact that entire movie was shot on an iPhone 7.
Yeah.
Made it even better.
So honorable
the
mention.
OG Blair Witch.
Thank you, Rose. I was just about to say it.
Booty.
No, okay. But listen.
Booty flicks.
Listen.
At the time.
No. At the time.
At the time when it came out, yes. But it was unfortunately, fucking Blair Witch started a fucking horror genre that I fucking hate. The found footage shit.
You saw Cloverfield. That's what happened.
No, I don't like Cloverfield. No, listen, I don't like Blair Witch. I don't like Cloverfield. I don't like none of the Paranormal Activities. None of that. I hate found film horror movies. I do. It's just I don't like them.
Hold on, wait a minute, because Quarantine was good. I actually like Quarantine.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Bitch, I'm trying to get out of quarantine. Fuck you talking.
Exactly.
I hate y'all so much.
Well,
listen, actual quarantine,
not a COVID
Quarantine
joke.
was a good movie.
Not a COVID.
Hey, 14 days being home.
Wait,
sound too bad right now.
I Am Legend.
That shit fucked me up. I would say loosely, but loosely.
It's very loosely, but it can be in that genre.
It can. You know what?
He did play with me.
That's one more.
You know what?
One of the more shaky
one
ones.
that you forgot. There's one that you forgot, and it was a big thing, starring Sandra Bullock. Bird Box.
Oh, Bird Box.
Oh,
that shit was low key.
Bird Box is in the same the same category. Mm-hmm.
There were parts of that movie that were ass, in my opinion.
The book is better.
The book is better, but the movie was not ass.
it really was.
It was okay. It was okay.
Some of the parts.
It had its moments where it was all right, whatever.
So I will say this.
The storytelling behind it.
To me, the movie was okay. It was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't good. Just okay.
See, I'm not saying it's Oscar material. I'm
not saying that you're saying that. I'm just saying it's okay.
Not at all. It ain't that, but it's a great movie, though. It's a good movie.
But yeah. So now that Jay, we have Jay here, I do want to move on a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite psychological horror anime?
I want first.
Yes.
Okay, before we start, I got one more mention. Okay. Because to this day, this movie messes with me solely because of the ending. That they had a alternate ending.
Mm-hmm.
The Mist.
Listen, you ain't shit. That shit. Nah, bro.
Okay.
See, now you gotta run my fade after the show for that shit.
Hear me out. I'm the asshole for that movie because when I saw it, and he had to shoot his kid, and then the police showed up. Listen, hear me out. I fucking laughed so hard.
You want to make it worse? Somebody stitched that video, and when he got out of the car and saw everybody else, they put the Office ending on it.
Wow, they ain't shit. They ain't shit for that.
I want to go first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I got one more category. I got one more category that I just thought about.
Psychological horror anime. Now I could go for the more obvious one, but I'm gonna go for this one because it's a little obscure, but it has a little bit of traction, and that would be Another. That shit is fucking crazy.
Wait, what did she say?
Another.
So the synopsis is basically the school.
Rose, I think you sitting on your mic.
You on your mic.
My bad. So basically, the synopsis is that this school has a curse, but more specifically, this one class. So once every couple of years, there's this extra person. But the problem with that is everything from that previous curse year is erased. So they don't know until they rediscover it. But until they get rid of the extra person, aka send the dead back to death, everybody slowly but surely, either in that class or their family members, will start to die around them in horrific and why can't I speak?
Where's no word?
No, I was trying to find a word.
Coincidental.
Thank you. Coincidental ways until they send the dead back to death. And the most now technically, yes, this is a spoiler, but it's the most well known and it doesn't give away plot. But there's this one kill that it's known for. And this girl from the class sees this new kid talking to this girl, and she's like, I don't like that. I'm not fucking with the vibes. So it's raining outside. She has her umbrella and she's running down the steps, but her umbrella falls in front of her and then she falls. And keep in mind, it's not one of those basic umbrellas. It's one of the ones with the spike on the end. And girl falls down the steps and falls neck first into the spike.
I didn't know that's what that was.
Yeah, I seen that.
Another's really short.
I saw that shit and I was like, good. Yeah.
Another's really good as a psychological anime. And then you actually see the story and plot unfold, and you're like, damn, this is actually kind of well written. I'm vibing with this.
So the one that I'm going to speak of is obviously very well known, but due to it being very well known, people don't look at it as a psychological horror anime. But it actually, if you break it down and rewatch it and go through it like that as a horror film, as a horror genre fan, it can be considered as such, which is Death Note.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Death Note is a psychological horror anime. And might possibly be the best one I've seen.
It is.
In my opinion. That's just my opinion.
And what's weird is that it's not even hidden with the psychological aspect of it. It's blatantly obvious from episode 1 that, hey, this is exactly what this is about to turn into. And people just completely overlook that.
With no effort.
Don't judge me. Shut up.
It's cool.
Don't judge me.
You the homie, you get a pass.
So, Jay?
Okay, so I'm torn between two of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, first, when you asked that question, the first one that popped in my mind was Parasite.
Same.
Yes.
Same.
Definitely.
However, the one that's tugging on me the most is Gantz.
Ooh.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Promise Neverland didn't pop into your head.
No, Promise Neverland can go kick rocks.
Wow.
Listen, I saw what happened
like
in
that,
season 2. I saw what happened in season 2.
Can go kick
Fuck
rocks.
that anime. I cried.
First season, awesome. Second season, you can go somewhere.
That second season only had me experiencing one thing, and that was emotional damage. Because no.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
But honorable mention, Akira.
Now, here's the question. Would you consider Tokyo Ghoul? No, not Tokyo Ghoul, sorry. Attack on Titan.
I see what you did there.
Ooh.
I see what you did there.
Just because a lot of people die and main character goes through a lot of emotional damage.
See, I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that.
I know what Keta doing. They smart.
Hit him, Keta. Hit him, Keta.
Come on, dude.
No, I'm just no, listen, I'm talking shit. But I would listen, I'm talking shit. But I do agree. You can throw it along those lines. Because of what is going on.
Why?
Because what is going on with the story.
Mm-hmm.
It is emotional damage, trauma, and everything of the sort that will fuck with a person's psyche. And if you fuck with the psyche, it's technically you're fucking with, psychological. And it's kind of horrific. So it can be considered a psychological horror anime from that aspect.
Well, and then plus, if you look,
brain cell of the day.
If you look, you can literally go through each character's eyes and just see it.
Now,
definitely Eren and
fuck them kids, Jaeger.
So
Eren and Armin will mess you up if you look through their eyes.
Yes, very much.
Especially Eren.
So I'm going to show my age with this one.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to show that I am an old Kage.
That old Kage.
Yeah, old Kage.
Mm-hmm.
My brother's already tucking the old Taku, but I'm the old Kage.
Because my brain almost said something.
So, Angel Cop.
The way Jay started.
Because he knows what I'm talking about. He knows how old it is. I'm showing my age in my anime. I'm showing my anime age right now. Angel Cop is a very if you do ever get a chance to watch it at your own peril. Because it will fuck with your head tremendously. Especially this little itty bitty. The chick is a girl, it's a little girl in there that reminds me of Thyla. I swear to God. She's so sweet and innocent and
you're a fucking demon.
No, you're
damn.
No, you literally hit the nail on the head. She's a fucking demon. She's an actual fucking demon.
I love you, Thyla.
Love you, Thyla. It's also fuck you for
me. Okay, so I found a list.
Mm-hmm.
On this list was very interesting.
Okay, what is it then?
Is Hellsing on that list?
Demon Slayer.
Absolutely. I can see why they could say
that. That's loose. That's loose.
That's
loose.
It's a little shaky.
It's a little shaky, but I can kind of see.
I can see why they say it. It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky.
Okay.
They also have the Black Butler on here.
Yeah, definitely.
I can see the Black Butler. Yes,
definitely.
Wait, we talking about the first season?
Yes. Yes, Hellsing is on this list.
Definitely.
long as
Jujutsu Kaisen.
I necessarily don't think so.
I don't put that.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No. Yeah, I went looking because I don't know what class.
There's one that I don't think anyone mentioned, but if you were a kid and you were on that side of the internet you shouldn't have been on because you were entirely way too young for it, you're gonna know exactly what this is. Fucking Elfen lied, bro.
Yes. Oh my god.
Fucking Elfen lied.
I'm sorry. Listen. Let me take you back real quick down memory lane when I first seen this anime. Literally, if you've never seen it, the first 5 minutes that I seen, this bitch is just walking around, just looking at motherfuckers, and they're fucking exploding.
She just telepathically making people. I'm like,
she's literally just telepathically making people explode.
I'm like, hey, yeah.
Just you're dead.
And then be like,
okay,
what time
I
are you
remember that.
on?
I remember that. Because the dude is looking at the camera and just going, and then you just see people just like die.
Dying.
Like, whoa.
I'm like, huh?
Just dying. And then she looks at the camera and then he just dies.
Like, man, I'm like, hey, yo,
fam.
What
hey,
are you on, fam?
Like, I'm in, like,
no.
But
see,
then
part
again,
the part that I saw is where the dude acted like he had a Tommy gun.
Mm-hmm.
It said, I said, what?
No, because listen, I didn't see Elfen lead until maybe I want to say 2-ish years ago, because I saw a clip and it scarred me. So I was like, you know what? I'm old enough. I'm finally gonna watch this. Damn. And all I gotta say is that scene with the dog, bro. That bitch went. Oh, I was like, hey, yo.
Hey, yeah.
Right.
I cut off the TV
for the last category, for this last segment, before we get out of here, because it has to be touched on because it's the contract kill. We talk about all things nerd. Psychological horror games.
Fucking like, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. No, specifically Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill, the freaking movie.
Listen.
I'm gonna say, hold on, Jay, before you talk. I want to say one thing. If you play Silent Hill 2, you know what the fuck I'm finna talk about.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fucking gangbang in that damn game.
Why the fuck would you? Why would you?
There is Pyramid Head is literally in the game, fucking total shit out of 2 nurses to death.
Pyramid Head was really out here getting coochie.
Yes.
Why can't look like she about to go look it up?
She is.
I'm about to go
Because she is. She's Keta.
Okay, but hear me out. We said Silent Hill, and we also said this, but I found it. So with that being said,
hey Keta, send it to me.
I think I got you on Facebook. I got you.
And yes, that would be the Five Nights at Freddy's, the man behind the slaughter meme sound. Listen, I have been.
We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about
Freddy's fandom for entirely way too. I've been in this bitch for years. Like,
so hold on, bros. I'm going to cut you off. I want to talk about that real quick. I want to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's real quick.
Yes.
Shut up. Shut up. Get out of my messages right now.
So listen. If you've seen the Twitch, you know me. Okay? If you've seen the video that I posted the other day, you've seen what happened. Okay? Watching Markiplier, Dashie, and all these other motherfuckers out here play those games is totally different from playing it yourself.
Facts.
So that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Because listen, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was not it for me. I thought I could play it because I saw Markiplier play it.
See, I knew y'all was gonna do Five Nights at Freddy, but let me introduce you to a game called Prey.
Yes.
Prey will freak you out. I found it. Listen, Prey is one of those games.
Yeah, I don't know what you found, but put that shit back.
So, has anybody played this game as a child called The Floor is Lava?
Yeah.
Oh wait, are we talking about the video game Prey?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Keta just got so happy.
No.
I don't think that's happy.
Prey, literally, these monsters can legitly be anything.
Mm-hmm.
And just pop out of nowhere.
2006 or 2017.
Listen, some of the monsters, and for all, shout out to my Toonami kids. If you remember the slime that killed Tom, the invader, some of them look just like him.
Oh wow.
Oh, what? Crazy. I am so glad I don't know what this is.
I know, like, all right, so this is gonna be kind of controversial. I do not consider Resident Evil to be psychological horror.
No, it's not. Absolutely, I agree.
I do not consider Resident Evil to be psychological horror. People,
it's not. Is this a zombie game? It's just a horror game.
It's just a zombie game.
You know what? You know what it is? Outlast.
Fuck that. Fuck.
Dead Space.
Dead Space, bro. Listen. I don't even think it's clarified as a horror game, but the BioShock games and the Fear Cry games.
How do I put this? You would have to literally straight jacket me to a table to get me to play Outlast.
No, but seriously, same.
What about Half-Life?
Oh God! I do you one better.
People forget about Half-Life.
Wait! I do you one better. You ready? Doki Doki.
Not Doki Doki. Listen.
No, Thyla taught us about Doki Doki.
He taught us about Doki Doki.
Y'all ain't know about Doki?
No. I didn't know it. No, listen. I didn't know the extent it went. I've heard of it. I didn't know the extent it went.
Brent, I hate
and
you.
my fucking insomnia having ass. Watch Markiplier play that entire fucking game. Mm-hmm. And there's no way, and The Rock means no way I am ever playing that. Ever. It'd be a cold day in hell.
Listen, I can name a lot.
I'm very tempted to do it, but I know I'm gonna fuck my stuff up.
This one
there's a lot of games I can list off right now.
Horror, but it's psychological, but it does have scary and or horror aspects. And I would say the same company that bought you Detroit Become Human, it would be Heavy Rain. It isn't horror in the traditional sense, but it does have scary aspects, and it is psychological given what you go through in the story. In both points of view, because it's not just the main character, Ethan, but it's also the side characters too.
Interesting.
Okay, so I got a couple for y'all. So of course, the Little Nightmares.
Oh yeah,
Little Misfortune.
Right.
Fuck that game.
Until Dawn.
Oh shit, that one.
And if you play this game should be a horror. Alien Isolation.
Fuck that game with a spoon covered in fire ants and cactus spawns.
Damn.
Cactus spawn?
I dare you to play that game. I double dunk dare you.
I saw people play it. Damn near threw my entire phone out the window. No, thank you. Nope. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm wonderful.
All right.
Not in these streets.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank my wonderful guests for showing up. I want to thank, J-Sto the Tiger, Rose, Fat Gun Baby Mama, aka Kevin.
Do you not see that's what their name is?
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
No, I'm talking about Jay.
That's super dang. I can't.
So I have been Sir Boogith.
I don't. What is on? What do you want? The horror was summoned.
We're ending the show.
Oh, okay.
It's game over.
So
game over.
It's game over. Not with the pun.
Game
That's good,
over.
Brent. That's good.
That motherfucker's done.
All right. So yeah, I have been Sir Boogith, the Icon, the Third. And this has been the Contract Kill. Please check out the Drip House podcast. They're live this Saturday on Facebook, where yours truly will be hosting. Good luck. Also, just check out Drip House podcast. Of course, subscribe, like, with all that good jazz.
Follow them on Twitch. You get to watch Boogie.
Follow me on Twitch. Follow the Drip House on Twitch. Drip House 23, Drip House Podcast 23 on Twitch. You get to basically watch me make a fool of myself and Dick Trickle when I play Five Nights at Freddy's. So
wait. So we got Dick Todd and Dick Trickle now.
Dick Todd and Dick Trickle. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Contract Kill. Of course, thank you to my guest. We'll see you next time. And as we say here at the Drip House,
hey, Moore's my
friend.
Brent, I hope you get a cactus